Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Lantern Postgame Show. I'm Nick Malika here with Caleb Blake. Ohio State has just beaten Purdue 41-7 in Ross-Ade Stadium. Caleb, tell me about it.
Great win for the Buckeyes today. The offense was looking great, and early on too. Kyle McCord, who continues to look better and better in this offense every week, just came out firing. And him and Marvin Harrison, you could clearly see the connection early on. They connected for that first touchdown, which we were able to see in the end zone. And on a day where the Buckeyes were missing a lot of big pieces, I mean, Mayan Williams, Travion Henderson, Emeka Egbuka all out today. And it was really good to just see some other guys who, we haven't necessarily seen as much or be featured as much, when you have guys like Emeka and Marvin. But it was good to see a really all-around team effort from the Buckeyes today.
Yeah, 100%. And that leads us into our first takeaway, which is, injuries. Chip Trayanum came off the field stumbling today, and now the running back room is kind of looking behind the depth, and they battled behind Dallin Hayden today, and the guys really lifted him up.
Yeah. Great performance from Dallin. Not just him. I mean, we even saw Xavier Johnson getting back there, got a couple carries. Chip Trayanum, obviously, doing his fair share of the work. It was good to just see an all-around team effort from them, and they played well. They showed that they are still able to produce even when a big key piece like a guy like Travion or when Mayan is out. So this Buckeye offense just continues to show that they are completely loaded.
Yeah, they definitely took advantage of this whole game. And that takes us to our second takeaway, which is turnovers. I mean, Kyle McCord and Devin Brown both had a turnover in this game.
Yeah, you'd like to see the Buckeyes, take a little bit better care of the football. It didn't affect them so much today because of, 41-7, pretty big win. But when you have a potentially top 5 matchup against a team like Penn State coming up, you'd like to see some of those mistakes kind of get shored up in a week like this. But I'm sure Coach Day will have the guy talk to them about that, and we'll see if hopefully they can do a better job next week.
Yeah, they do have Penn State next week, which is a huge game, a can't lose kind of game for Ohio State. But our player of the game this week would be Marvin Harrison Jr. He had 1 touchdown and 105 yards receiving, Caleb. Tell me about that.
Yeah, I mean, unbelievable. This is what we have come to expect from Marv at this point, I feel like. And he just continues to deliver, like we talked about. I mean, he had the opening drive touchdown. And from there, I mean, he also just opens up the offense for so many other guys, which is working out for Ohio State. I mean, Brandon Inniss, the guy who ends up getting his first touchdown today. Cade Stover obviously was able to kind of fulfill his role, and Julian Fleming able to help out as well too. But yeah, huge performance from Super Marv as usual.
And it definitely opens the field for Kyle McCord as well, because
absolutely.
when you pull a defensive back over, then it opens up for other guys, and Kyle McCord even to throw in a different direction,
Yeah, and those guys have the chemistry dating back since high school. We continue to see them get better every week, and hopefully they'll continue this on as they go and head into a matchup with a huge matchup with Penn State. But also you're heading into the latter half of the season. You've got some, you don't want to look too far ahead, but obviously that team up north, the Michigan Wolverines are going to be coming around the corner pretty soon here, and we'll see how the Buckeyes fare off.
So stay tuned for the Lantern for next week's coverage of Ohio State versus Penn State.